And there's the leg over there. And then I guess dumped it? I don't know. That's gross though. Alright guys, we just went to look at our cold frames because we've been neglecting it. Our lettuce is dead, but it's a dandelion in the middle of February in Pennsylvania. That's unheard of. You don't start seeing them until like, what, April or May? May, really? That's crazy. It is a very brisk Friday, and we're going to tackle the greenhouse cleanup. Because what we intend to do is once we get all this cleaned up and out of here, we're going to take this frame down. It may not be today though because it's supposed to feel like 15 degrees. So I think I'm just going to clean up what I can, and we might tear it down tomorrow when it's warmer. But let's get started. We tried to include a non-farm dog in the farm, and this is what you get. Constant barking. All right, so I've cleaned up the floor, well, as much as you can clean up wet dirt, and we have our box of soil and peat, a couple mesh nettings, and for some reason our badminton stuff was in here, so I'm going to take that out later. And frisbee, we have a heater when it gets really cold at night. I put all of our planting vessels of varying shapes and sizes in there to keep it all together and so they don't keep blowing away. And actually, what I wanted to show you guys is Donald had a really good idea last year. And it was, we went to the dollar store and got party cups. They're the paper kind because we don't use styrofoam here. And we use these to plant or transplant from smaller sizes like that to something larger, and they decompose better because again they're paper. You can even burn them if you want. It's like a wax paper, but I think it's cheaper. I mean, it's more colorful, I guess. And we used them last year and it worked really well, especially for our tomatoes when we had to transplant those. So something to consider if you can't afford all these, which are pretty expensive. They do last a while. We got the high quality ones. Then get some Dollar Tree paper cups, party cups. Plant in those. Of course, you could also invest in one of these, which I like, but I have to figure out, they dry out a lot more when you make your own soil blocks. So I am going to do some more of those this year. Found some of our tools. I'm missing my shovel of my pretty TSC ones. I'm sure it's around somewhere. It might be up on the deck. Found a bunch of tools and this old thing. I put all the soil that I collected out of abandoned planters, put it in here. That will go in the hot compost, kill some of the microbes. Any of our neem oil and big pots I just have here. Some extra trays. I would like to get some more trays, but it's just for the smaller ones anyway. They won't be in there long. And then just an extra table with some tools that I found in here that we got to go through along with our old trail cam. So pretty decent, cleaned up. Now we just got to take, you can see the door plastic all came out of the door, off the wall, and then we tore out the back one because the wind was coming in here so hard. We didn't want the whole thing to blow out, so we just ripped that off because we're taking this whole thing down and building the window greenhouse. which I'm so insanely excited about.
Okay, so today we are going to be taking down this 𝙎𝙀𝙀𝙀, taking it apart, taking it out of here. I just wanted to show you though while I'm here, one of the reasons why we're not going to be using it right now is this wheel snapped. Where is it? Right here on top here, right there, snapped. So you can see it, both of them. So I wasn't able to pull it out, so I had to take it apart. Right now we have their static coop, which we'll do a video on that later. And then I got to get it out of here so that the chicken compost system that we've got going on here, they can have more room for it, and I can put some more storage in here. But the other issue that I have with the 𝙎𝙀𝙀𝙀, and this is the 𝙎𝙀𝙀𝙀 Justin Rhodes started and created, whatever. So we built it, and it's worked great. But the issue is, if this bottom section here starts to, well, actually, if anything starts to deteriorate, or you have to repair it, you pretty much have to take the entire thing apart to repair it. And I don't like that. I want to be able to take this bottom piece out and leaving the rest of it there to repair the bottom piece and put the bottom piece back in. So that's my issue right now. So I'm going to take this apart, get all the stuff squared away, and then rebuild it in a manner that I can take it apart easily to repair. So that's what we're doing. So one of the things I've come to realize is I'll just leave it the way it is. I took the roof off. The roof is right there. Here's the floor, the bottom. I'm just gonna leave it upside down. I'll cut all this out along the edges, and then I'll just put the roof back on top of this, and this will be my chicken run or chicken pen shelter, chicken shelter, there you go, chicken shelter for our meat chickens, our meat birds. And when we move them over there, that way it's still light. I can still utilize 𝙎𝙀𝙀𝙀, just not for what it was meant to be. But yeah, so I can still close the gate. Of course, chickens are coming in and out of it. I can still close the gate. The roof will still be there. The only thing I gotta do after cleaning all that out is I gotta get a piece of plywood to cover that up. That's where the egg boxes were, or nesting boxes. But yeah, so there we go. Just take your system, turn it upside down.
So I went to collect some planters that blew away in the wind, and I started pulling out raspberry bushes out of the way to get here, but they were stuck in the ground on both ends, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest some raspberry suckers. I got 3 here, I think I got 4 over there, so I'm up to 7, but let me show you that. So here's one. You can see this is the thicker part, and it goes all the way down the hill there. I'm just gonna pull it because it's a vine, so it's pretty sturdy, and the ground is very wet. I can get it untangled. Oh, well, I broke the end, but that's perfect because what I want is the other end. It'll just be an extra long one. So now, that's going to be a brand new red raspberry bush this year. I'll plant it in some soil now, let it get situated. But really, what raspberry vines do is, once they're established, they start arcing and creating like these here, which I've already got the suckers for. See how they do this little archway here? And then the end touches the ground. And it's kind of like strawberries. They start to just reroot and create these suckers. And I usually cut them off a couple inches above the root ball. And then they'll grow to be brand new plants. Just an endless supply. Which we want to put these in the fridge and around the garden just to add more food, but also as a deterrent for things like deer, unsavory neighbors. Not that we have any of those, but. So there's another harvest of raspberries we're going to do. And actually now I'm thinking about going through the woods and grabbing some more. Not today. It's too cold today. I'm just happen to be here doing this now. But why not? It's free food. That's what I call bliss. You got Oreo's fat butt sitting in a chair. Blue and Belle laying together in the sunshine. Well, they're all in the sunshine. And then just chickens running around. Anything that would make this better is if it was green trees and green grass everywhere. And we had a fruitful garden. But for now I'll take some coot goats.